We are live. It is 3:07 p.m. Central Standard, 9:07 BST in the UK. It's across the Pondcast, the best podcast you never heard of. Sam and Matt steering the ship. By the way, it's a very underperforming, not really well-maintained, crappy crew, and not really well seaworthy kind of ship. But it's here. It's floating down the river or stuck in the Suez Canal, getting detained for $7 billion. We ain't getting that ship back. Matt, how are you, sir? Welcome back. It's been a couple of weeks. How have you been?
We're so good to be back. Woo! We had to bring this dickhead along with us, though.
Yeah, everybody, we got Chris. He's
Not this dickhead.
I thought you were referring to Sam.
These dickheads had to come back.
Right. So Chris,
to help this
Chris.
dickhead.
On the show, he decided to, between his busy schedule of all the Xiaomi releases, he thought he would just give us an hour.
Xiaomi and Motorola.
Well, yeah, I mean, isn't it kind of like that's their thing now? It's like, oh, Xiaomi would release a 1,000 phones.
I'm 100% confident Chris has a room just for Xiaomi and Motorola phones.
It's basically like a museum. Yeah, just wall to wall.
Well, and the funny is he's probably making like wallpaper. He's just gluing them on the walls. Just a big wall of Xiaomi and Motorola devices. So, how are you, sir? Welcome to the show. It's been a while, but I'm glad to see you back.
Hey, Hals, thank you for having me. Yeah, I think the last one was the however many 12, 13, 14 person extravaganza that we had.
The guest extravaganza.
Yeah.
Right. And we were in lockdown, so a lot has happened since then. So you guys are officially not locked down. And Matt said you guys are even like going to pubs like with outside beer garden kind of
Yeah,
thing.
we can basically go get cunted in the street with mates again. So that's all good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not actually in the pub. You got to be outside the pub. But apart from that, it's all good.
It's close enough.
It's close enough. Booze with people not on iPad screens, which is a bonus.
Right, exactly. Well, I mean, at least when they have the beer garden, do they have like TVs outside so these can stream football and all that kind of stuff? You can see what you're doing, or is it just like?
No, usually, well, certainly not in the pubs I frequent. Any TVs outside would not be outside the pub for long. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Not where he lives. Not where he lives. No.
They'd have to be set in concrete, otherwise, yeah, those fuckers are gone.
No, that wouldn't even stop him. That'd never stop him.
So we've got Ted's in the chat, Simon, Andrew, finally, who isn't like moving or driving or conquering or whatever he does on Sundays.
We took 2 weeks off while Andrew was conquering half of America. And now
Missouri. And he can have it because really, honestly, who wants to conquer this fucking place? Well, it's okay. So it's glad he's actually
I want
watching
the pizza rolls.
without driving. They're edible. I mean, they're not like, it's not like, it's not great. I mean, I just had I was in the mood for them. I figured, fuck it. I haven't had
here to see the state of your intestines tomorrow, man.
Oh,
fuck,
that's okay. That's fine because
that's not as bad as Chris when we order some form of UK takeaway Chinese or something or an Asda curry.
Oh, it's Vindaloo all the way, mate. Then it just clears you out. It's fine. It's all good.
Right.
You get an Asda curry, you spend all day on the toilet, mate. I'll tell you what.
Explosive diarrhea.
It's a self-colonic. It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I used to love the fact that you guys call it takeaway. That's just so good. I like that better than carry out. I just like that term better. I don't know what it is. Takeaway sounds cooler. I don't know.
Yeah, but you Americans, you have literal descriptions for things like sidewalk, so you know it's on the side. Eyeglasses, carry out because you're carrying it out. You're
you're taking it away. Well, I sidewalk I'll give you, right? But takeaway, you're taking it away. Carry out, you're carrying it out. It's both the same. They're both pretty descriptive of what they are. But sidewalk, I get it. What would they call sidewalks in the UK?
Pavements.
Pavement.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's probably
because we know where it is. It's off to the side.
So you guys describe it by what it's made of, right? Not necessarily what it's supposed to do. You're walking on the side.
And to be fair, America has no fucking sidewalks. Every time I've been there and I've tried to walk anywhere, I'm literally walking in the road. With cars dodging all around me because there's just no fucking pavements anywhere.
Which is funny because in the UK they have small roads because it's a small country. But like I said, in the United States you have these wide roads. It's like, man, you just got to walk on the road. It's dodging cars like Frogger style. It's all good. Remember Frogger? That's an old game, Matt.
Classic.
You ever played Frogger? Oh, fuck me. Really?
you two are old bastards. What do I expect?
It's fine. It's good. So it was a game where you look it up. You Google it. Fuck you. I'm not going to explain it to you. You fucking retard. Anyway, so
We could just spend half an hour talking about Frogger. I'm perfectly
Yeah.
fine
Well,
with this.
Pac-Man, Frogger, Cubert, Battlezone. I mean, Jesus, that's old
I
school
know
kind of
Pac-Man.
stuff. Well, yeah, I hope so. Actually, do you remember there was a baby Pac-Man? Do you remember that?
I can't remember
Mrs.
Baby Pac-Man. I
Pac-Man.
remember Ms. Pac-Man, was it?
Okay,
Or was
so
it
there was
Pac-Man,
there was Pac-Man, Pac-Man Jr., Miss Pac-Man, and then they had Baby Pac-Man, which what it was it was actually a half Pac-Man cabinet, half little miniature pinball machine. So
Was
you
it?
would play. Yeah, I swear to God, look
Weird.
it up. I'm not kidding you. So it was called Baby Pac-Man. So you'd play like 3 rounds, and then you would play some pinball, and then you go back to the game. It was in one cabinet. It was totally wild, man. If you ever see it, it's pretty cool. I've only seen it one time at it was like a Chuck E. Cheese's kind of place, and it was like Baby Pac-Man. So yeah, if you ever check it out, it's pretty wild. I don't think you'll ever find one ever again, but
I've never fucking heard of that. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's all good. Well, I mean, and then Jim's calling you out, and Matt calls himself a gamer. Yeah, if it's Call of Duty, yeah,
Call of Duty.
Missile Command. Oh, that was another good one. Missile Command.
That was a classic.
I liked Missile Command. Yeah, so good deal. So, well, how's everything going, Chris? I know you've been busy with the typical. We're in that
about what Anna. No. Valorant. No. That's a swear word.
What's wrong with Valorant? Yeah, I played it the other night. It's actually kind of fun.
You mean the microtransaction filled piece of crap?
Oh, I don't know. I played it. It's actually kind of nice because of the way the maps are set up. So it's okay. It's not.
I prefer Apex.
Yeah, it kind of looks. You know what? Actually, it reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of like a little bit of Apex, a little bit of Fortnite. It's kind of, or not Fortnite, but a little bit like Overwatch. It's kind of like the maps are quick though. Like there's 5-on-5. You go do.
Yeah, but they've been called out for charging $99 for a skin, and it's pay to play kind of thing. So if you don't buy all this stuff, you won't win any games.
That's fine. Well, we just played.
Well for me, man.
Yeah, and then Zaxxon. Holy shit, God, Zaxxon. Oh, I forgot all about that game. So that was cool. We could spend one whole show about just old classic cabinet style games, man. They're fun. So
okay. Oh, I just got it's got this motherfucker. Hang on, I'll show you this. While we're on the subject of classic games and shit, the Evercade. Don't know if you guys have heard of this.
That's
this is
cool.
fucking good. Yeah, so it's a little handheld, little like Game Boy type thing, but you plug in like classic cartridges, and they've got all the old style games that this fucker won't have heard of before. So I've got the Oliver Twins collection with all the Dizzies on it, which are just as infuriating now as they used to be. So fucking hard, man. I don't know how we ever had the patience to play this shit.
Well, the funny thing is,
I'm pretty sure you never had the patience to play that shit.
I did when I was like 6. I would fucking sit there. I'd wait 20 minutes for a goddamn Spectrum game to load up. And then I would fucking play it for like 7 hours straight trying to beat it.
And the funny thing is, those were back in the days where there was no save. You had like those big long save codes that were like 90 characters long. And if you missed one, you're like, fuck. Sure. So then you try to game it, then you try to like leave it on all day while you went to school, and your mom would turn it off. You come back and hey, what happened? Is that off? You're like, yeah, I turned it off. You left it on. I went, I left it on for a reason. She was like, yeah, leave it on. I was like, shit. Right. I still remember when Zelda was the first game that actually had a battery in the cart. So it saved your games. You're like, what do you mean to tell me I just can just like, it just saves the game?
Science fiction shit right
here. Yeah, it was some magic shit. So it was all good. So yeah, it was a good time. So I know this is the phone time. Right, this is where all the launches are happening. So we got all the Xiaomi. I guess they decided to push every fucking phone they had in development into the middle and said, "Let's just release all this." shit
but the most important one was Sony.
Oh yeah, also, the Mark III.
That was a big one. Yeah, Mark III Action. It's finally here. Well, say it's finally here. It's released in early summer.
I'm wondering how long they're going to keep that name. Like, do we get to Mark V and then they just go, I think we've gone a bit far?
I can see it sort of making it about that far. Yeah, because I think like the Z series lasted until about sort of 5-ish, didn't it? And then they swapped to like XZs and so on. And
which didn't even last past 3.
Yeah, that went as far as 3. And then, we'll see, I guess. But they've certainly committed to it.
And then they had the X. Now. And then it was just Z. And I'm like, which Sony phone do you want? The XZ PWH17. Okay, well,
it's so friggin' complicated. And then premiums and
when they finished with the Mark name, so Xperia 1, Mark 2, blah blah blah. They just need to start 1. That's it. Just the Sony 1.
The Sony 1. The Sony. This is the motherfucking one you want. That's it.
Not even Xperia, just Sony 1. Let's go.
Yeah.
I guess my question is going to be: is the 10 going to be any better. Because remember, of all those series, it's always like you got the 5 and the 1, and then you got the 10, and like the 10 is kind of hot garbage a little bit, plastic, and not very good. At least in the first two. I wonder if they're going to get
the first one was trash. The second one wasn't too bad. This one looks
a
quite
little
good.
better.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to keep kind of refining that 10. So because I mean, honestly, if I don't want to, if I had to buy it off contract, right? I mean, the 5's pretty good.
I think the 5's where it's at.
Yeah,
the 5 is where it's at for most people. The 1 is very focused. It's 4K, 120 hertz. This blah blah.
All the super premium stuff.
The 5 is probably where it's at for most people.
Yeah.
The one thing that scares me though is when you read the specs and it says 4K OLED, 120 hertz. 4,500 milliamp hour battery. Holy shit! Like, 4K or 120 hertz. That's going to be dead within 3 hours.
Which is great on time. Hour and 34 minutes. Great.
That's honestly, I was like, okay.
But here's the thing: what have we learned about the milliamp hours? Right? Remember, it's not necessarily about the capacity. It's about software.
No. I understand that.
Right.
4K OLED, 120 hertz.
Yeah.
That 4,500 milliamp hour battery might struggle a little bit. As good as Sony's optimization is, that's going to struggle.
But it's only going to do 4K, presumably, like very rarely anyway. It's probably
when you watch it Disney Plus consistently all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they'll scale it up and down like they always have. They'll never, ever run it at 4K 120 hertz all the time.
Yeah, Andrew. Apparently, Andrew was giving Dan Seifert the Verge some shade, and he blocked. Nice.
That's probably a good thing, to be fair. Fuck them all.
The Verge, I don't even listen to anything they do. I don't pay attention to their publication at all. I don't. No. Whatever. They're just.
I thought 99% of the people I met from The Verge have been like 17-year-old interns who've just talked all the way through a fucking launch and gotten everyone's tits. So. Yeah,
so Andrew, you did good. If you got them pissed off and got blocked, and good on you, because that means you're doing God's work, my friend. God's work. So.
We'll buy you a pint.
Right. So the Xperia 10 have the 2-stage or the single-stage camera. I would assume it's got the 2-stage, but I don't know. I've never used the Xperia 10, so I don't know if any of the two, the 1 and the 2, did they?
2-stage, yeah, because they've got the dedicated button still.
Right.
I would figure that it's embossed like the Xperia 1s is. They didn't go into that much detail.
Right. I would figure it's physically the same button, right? So it would probably have. I don't know if we can confirm it, but yeah, I know that. I don't know for sure.
They didn't specifically mention that, but I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
I do not like that other button they've added. Sony's now have the assistant button as well, don't they?
Right, yes. Oh, assistant buttons in general.
All on the same side as well. So it's not like,
it's like why would you do
this phone is in a clamp right now, right? The Sony phones say, put it in a clamp and play PlayStation games on it. You put it in a clamp, you're hitting one of them buttons.
Oh, immediately volume rockets up. You're like, fuck, shit. Oh, you've switched off
and then the assistant's like, what? I didn't understand what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more curious about, like I said, the milliamps, and like I said, when you really start to use that 120p, the OLED with 120 hertz at 4K, I'm curious to see where Sony's going to optimize it. Is it going to run all the time? How's that battery going to work? But I mean, it's definitely not going to be a 2-day phone.
Everything. It's got everything, but we still don't know about a micro SD card.
Oh no, it does. The Sony has officially revealed specs with micro SD.
Good. Because GSM Arena said they did, but we grain of salt.
Yeah, for some reason the first spec did not mention it, which meant
Sony is probably going to be the only phone released this year that's got a headphone jack and a micro SD card slot.
Yeah, certainly among the premiums, I can't think of another one that would.
Except the budget phones get all the good stuff. The premium phones don't get chargers, don't get headphones, don't get adapters, don't get nothing.
Yeah, the more you spend, the more you get fucked, basically.
Right. The more Sony will get. That's awesome.
Sony could use that to their advantage if they marketed their phones, which they don't.
Which they won't, because they're Sony. No. Bless them. We love them, but they suck at that side of things.
Yeah, well, it's like the ROG Phone 5. It's like they added the higher end DAC, but none of the marketing says that.
Yeah.
Even though it's a really important part of having a gaming phone.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
TK Bay is in the house. Hello, TK.
Hello, TK.
Happy Sabajo, everyone. I'm not gonna.
I'll just do this.
Yeah, it's almost like he's on the show.
Yeah, it's like I said.
Job done.
Yeah. Yeah. And I actually didn't wear the TK shirt just today. It was actually it's laundry day, and it was just the top shirt in the drawer. So I just grabbed it and threw it on. So no, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I actually did put it on because I like TK. He's my man, and he got a Tesla, and it was interesting because yesterday he was mentioning.
He's an official YouTuber. He has a Tesla.
Right. I think he was probably going to get it even if he didn't have YouTube, but.
Chris lives in the UK. He's fucked. He doesn't get a Tesla.
I've got a Corsa. Yeah, that'll fucking do me. Whatever. I can't unlock it with my phone, but whatever.
Stuffs the phone.
Yeah, but neither can anyone else.
It's not. It doesn't fit in the door.
Coat hanger. Standing outside with a coat hanger trying to get into Chris's car.
Classic.
Yeah, so it looks pretty. I mean, I saw the thing where it goes forward and back, and I just made a comment yesterday. I was like,
it goes forward and back like no other car.
No, like not when you're standing outside of it in your fucking parking lot and you like push a button.
That's pretty sick. That is, I do like that.
Yeah, my car doesn't do that, so it's pretty cool.
We've got nowhere to fucking go in our cars at the moment, anyway. So,
oh yeah.
Well, and here's the thing: he talked about getting.
You're not going to go to the pub in your car.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's getting a rap for it. I'm thinking, I don't really know. I mean, to me, a car is just transportation. I mean, it's cool and all. I love all that kind of stuff, but I'm glad he got it because it looks cool and I can like live vicariously through him. But I'm like, dude, I just like when my wife just bought a new car. It's a Hyundai Santa Fe, like an SUV.
It's not like she had much choice, is it?
No,
Sam.
No. So, but anyway,
crashed her other car.
The reason why I got rid of the Subaru is because it was on a lease, and I had to get rid of it by the end of the year, and she wasn't liking it anymore. So I figured she wanted.
It was on a lease, and definitely not in a ditch.
Yeah, I did crash it though. That is true. That's okay.
It was never in a
massive
ditch.
American roads. How the fuck did you ever drive into a ditch?
No, he crashed it on his drive.
On my house. I was trying to go up the hill in the snow, and I basically got about 4 feet from where it was plowed, and I slid backwards. And then instead of like flipping the car over the hill, I actually tried to drive it backwards. And then I did it, kind of slid, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to hit this tree," and it went and just took off the whole side of the car. It was cool.
Shit.
Right at my house.
Well.
But bear in mind, his drive is about 7 miles long,
and it's uphill with a switchback.
Yeah, it's not like one of our drives where you just. I think you don't.
Oh no! I wish it were flat. It's like a 40-degree angle with a 140-degree switchback in the middle of it. It's bad. It's not good. Yeah, it was covered in snow. I know. I suck. It's fine. So anyway, but she got the new car.
You're never gonna live that down. I'm sorry.
Oh God, no. That's fine. It's okay. And then the problem is, but this car's like really aggressive about like stuff in the way. So the other day, a car was kind of turning in front of me, and I was letting it, make the turn, and it was like, like lock the brakes. I'm like, you're too close. I went. No, I'm not too close. I know how to fucking drive. I bought you, not the other way around.
Don't you be giving me shit, car. I'm the boss of you.
Like fucking ignorant. And then I tried to like get in the car, and I was just gonna back it up in my driveway, just like a couple of feet. It would not release the parking brake until the seatbelt was engaged. It said, "Nope,
what the fuck, man."
Yeah,
I would not take this shit from my car.
This car's being an asshole. I'm like, no, fuck you. I bought you. You let me go backwards. It wouldn't. It would literally, the brake would not release unless I put the seatbelt in.
Oh, dude, get yourself a Corsa. You don't get any of this shit from a Corsa.
Exactly. At this point, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna just I just have a Corolla. So this car is great. I love it. It's very nice, but it's really aggressive about trying to keep you safe from running into shit. I'm like, I'm not gonna run into nothing. I didn't even run into stuff with my last car. I crashed into a tree. It's not another car. So. Car. Yeah, it's just pretty aggressive. And then it's got that steering input where, like, if you're driving, it keeps you in the lane. But the whole time, it's like it's giving little inputs the whole time. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't stand it. It drove me crazy. I turned that off. So it's nice, but I don't care. So it's all good. But anyway, I'm glad he's got that car. It's cool watching it. But I just thought about, would you skin your Corsair? Just seriously, would you take it to a shop and go, hey, can I have a Matt Flex?
My Corsa.
Corsair.
It's Corsa.
When I pimp my Corsa,
well,
I'll tell you what.
His Corsa's probably this one I've seen. It's pink, dead low, skirts, spoiler.
You knows it, man. Yeah, it's like a millimeter off the roads.
Is it like Ali G? Boom shot on.
He knows it. Just start fucking bouncing in the court.
Literally says on the front, Chris, my bitch. Just like Ali G. Just like Ali G.
I'm from Staines.
The bad streets of Sunderland, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Chris is the weird kind of northern southerner. Do you know what I mean? So.
A northern southerner. No, I don't know what you mean. What does that mean?
I don't think
it means he's northern but lives in the south.
Yeah, and have done for far too long. I don't think the North would accept me if I tried going back there. To be honest,
No,
like
no. You got to get through. You got to get through us in the middle first. So
this is true. Yeah,
Here in the
even if I
Midlands,
make it that far.
in the Midlands, you're gonna drive up
we
to
get
the
the
Midlands.
Midlands.
Well,
That's
how
all
far
fucked
is
up here.
north?
Leicester, Nottingham, Derby. So
Oh yeah.
So,
Probably
like,
get
how far do you have to
pitchfork or
go?
something.
Like,
I
where is
don't even
like,
think you can get into Leicester. They've been in lockdown since like
Oh
March
god,
last
yeah,
year.
from the start. Yeah.
oh, here we go. We're going.
Saf is just creating content because he literally can't go anywhere. Hello, governor.
Having a tea,
Having a brew, having a barbecue.
having a brew.
Let's go.
Did you already
Put
get into the
that
can, Chris?
kettle on.
Is that the can you had already? Did you already pour that out?
So I'm on the the vocation now, Tesco special.
Yeah,
It's quite nice.
Chris is too posh to drink out of the can. He's
You
proper
see,
southerner.
this is the southern aspect of me now. Yeah, I've been brought up too well down here. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, up
No more
here we
drinking out
just,
of
we just
Viking
drink out of
horns for me.
cans and sort of all sorts.
Yeah,
God, yeah, pint of Buckfast, job done.
not bad. So good. He's in his. He's
A brew dog.
probably he's getting properly lubricated, so he's in good shape. So this ought to be good. So
Yep,
Chris has been moist all day.
I have been so moist.
He's
but,
been really looking forward to the best three-way he's had all week.
moist. God, I hate that.
I was
word.
kind of hoping
So
I'd be in the middle
awful.
though.
Moist.
That's my favorite
Ugh.
position.
Jeez. Oh, okay.
I can vouch for that.
I'm sure. I'm sure. So it's all good.
That's
so,
why Sam can't wait to visit.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because apparently I have to mispronounce everything, not
You
know
do.
where I am, and
Yeah, but you don't mispronounce everything because I've started to rub off on you a little bit.
yeah. Well, actually, it's more than that. I'm using the phrasing. It's really not so much, probably not saying it correctly, but here around here, nobody even knows.
You're
how to say
speaking
it well.
English, yes. Correct.
Yeah, speaking the Kings, is that what it is? So
You're
anyway,
proper English.
right. So no, I noticed that I like some of the phrasing. And so like takeaway. I've even said that and people go, what? I was like, oh, carry out. Sorry. They're like, what's a takeaway? It's like you take it. Oh, never mind. I could explain it, but I'll just whatever. So it's just it's interesting to see. I'm curious to see if Sony is even going to try to work any North America like a carrier deal. Are they ever going to? You think they're ever going to
Nope.
try to? Never.
I think it is coming out in America, isn't it?
Well, it'll be available. It'll probably be like
Yeah.
a Best Buy
Lots.
because I've seen Best Buy sell. I think they've sold the 5
Your
and the
carriers
1.
are dirty motherfuckers, so I don't think Sony
Yeah.
want to do business with them.
I
Yeah.
just go straight for the SIM-free direct route.
Yeah, and well, the problem is it becomes like, okay, who's going to buy an Xperia 1 Mark III at what? Probably $1,099 or $1,100 probably.
It's not going to be cheap. Yeah. So yeah, you got to want to be all in there. It's not going to be like a casual. Oh yeah, maybe I'll try that sort of purchase. So yeah, I do hope they keep on going, bless them, because I do love a good Sony phone. But yeah, that's
We've already lost LG.
Right. The last time we had
LG's gone.
podcast, LG was actually a thing. since the last time
Well,
we were here. LG
to be
was
fair,
decided
you're
by the
talking
phone.
for month.
You're talking to two people from the UK, and we've not had LG phones since the LG G7. So you know,
Right.
Jack shit. Yeah,
Right.
literally haven't even heard
we've
from
been
the
left out
LG
for it.
PR
Yeah.
team.
We don't have the UK's LG PR team will try and sell you a fridge.
Yeah.
Or the TV that still says Thin Q, which I can't believe they're still trying to push that whole Thin Q branding. I wish they would just like dump. That's just so bad.
Just let it die.
Yeah. So then I unfortunately, if Sony, I guess he said if Sony doesn't strike a deal with carriers, they ain't gonna sell. Well, at least not in North America. You know, I think they still sell. Do they have any carrier deals in any region? Like
Yes.
at all? Okay.
Yes, Vodafone.
Okay.
In the UK, Vodafone always gets a special Vodafone only
Oh yeah,
colour.
exclusive color. Yeah.
They got like a slate grey last year. You couldn't get it anywhere else, and it was only on Vodafone.
And was it the 5 and the 1, or is it?
So
just
it literally they made a specific phone for Vodafone. So they must have some deal with them.
Have some sort of sweetener there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And so was that the 1 and the 5, or was it just the 1 that they were offering?
That was the one.
The one was
and
the big one. Yeah, I think they stocked the
The
5
one
as
and the
well.
one
though,
Mark
didn't
II.
Okay.
Yeah, they did this 5 in Mirror. I think it was.
Something like that,
Okay.
wasn't there?
So is
like
it
a
just
mirror
Vodafone? So
effect.
no 3, no EE, nothing like that?
No, I think Carphone Warehouse is the only other place you can generally get it if you want it from one of the sort of provider type places.
Cool. Yeah, well, I said so. Like Andrew says, OLG, we'll have a drink. Yeah, it's just another, HTC
Pour one out for them.
LG. Pour one out for LG.
We poured one out for them 3 years ago. So
We did.
welcome to the club.
Fuckers.
Welcome to the club, boys.
And then Andrew's got a question. What do y'all think of the OnePlus Watch as compared to a Amazfit's lineup? I've seen. I haven't watched any videos about the OnePlus Watch because I'm not in the market for a watch. But apparently, people are kind of dumping on it. And I guess my question is,
Why?
Why?
Mainly because most people who actually buy a smartwatch think they're going to use this feature, this feature, this feature. They don't use any of them.
Yeah,
they literally put it on,
like
and it's just a watch and notifications. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
I'm wondering if it would have came with Watch OS or Wear OS or whatever, but they've got their own custom thing.
Yeah, they're going their custom routes, which, I mean, to be fair, like first gen, it's going to be janky as shit anyway. Because even the first two.
Can anybody remember Google's Wear OS?
Oh yeah, exactly. That for the first couple of gens was just god awful. So yeah, and it's the same with like the Oppo Watch and all of them as well.
Yeah, Wear OS nearly buried the smartwatch industry completely because it was that bad.
But oh god, it just took me back to the days of the early Android phones where they were so fucking janky, man.
Right.
But now look at now, we like Apple sort of led the way for better features and stuff. As much as I hate to say it. But they did.
Well, yeah.
You can't beat the Apple Watch. I'm sorry, you cannot.
No, it is as far as smartwatches go. That's the one
Apple Watch is
I think that Apple does.
Best.
Yeah.
The fact that it's got fall detection and all that stuff is just brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done a good job with that one.
Well, as long as
just don't take it on a trampoline because an ambulance will turn up. Think you've died.
Get paramedics fucking airlifted in.
Yeah, exactly. No, we don't want to.
So the trampoline park, and then oh no!
Fucking bungee jumping down.
Fucking Mission Impossible style. Gets you and then takes you up.
So I've seen the press about the OnePlus Watch has been pretty rough on it. But I mean, it's like you have to understand that it's brand new software on a watch, and they're trying to do. I mean, it's going to take time. But it's like, do these people who are reviewing this stuff, do they honestly believe that this is going to be polished software? No, that's what I want to ask. I mean, do they honestly believe that's going to be polished on future software?
Update promises? That's the number one rule. Never buy a product based on future promises.
Well, I mean, Marquez said so today in his little tweet. Never buy anything based on.
Well, everybody. No, it's not because I didn't even see that tweet. We say it all the time, all of us. All the guys here, TK1, you never buy a product based on future promises. You buy what it is.
Expect shit to get sorted,
and then it gets fixed as you go.
Well, I agree, but like I said, I mean, these people are legitimately trashing this.
Same with the game.
It's supposed to be solid. It's like, okay, they expect like the old like OnePlus Watch has had their software out for years and years and years, and this is like the It's like, but you realize this is brand new software, right? This is a brand new attempt by a company who's never made a watch wearable software yet, and they're trying to make it work. I mean,
but at the same time, if it isn't broken,
anybody remember the North?
Yeah,
the glasses, the smart glasses by North, first gen, really good. Google killed them, so
Yeah. I guess
I wouldn't expect too much from the tech communities, to be fair.
And
if it's shit, they'll just bury it.
And I want to ask by Chris, that's what I'm saying. But so like when you have a phone, it's like when the red phone, remember that red camera phone, the red phone came out? Did you actually expect the software to be like dialed in? Like it wasn't going to be janky and buggy and have issues because it's by a company who's never made software before for a phone?
No, that's the thing. I think it's fair. Like with first gen stuff in general, I expect there to be jankiness there. But at the same time, I guess you need to make sure that people know that there is jankiness. And if they're going to spend, potentially hundreds of pounds of their money, that they know what they're going to get for that. And maybe just sort of wait for the next gen to come out. Shit might get fixed in a month or two, which is why it's always good to do a long-term review type thing, come back to something a few months later, see if shit has been fixed, and then give it a sort of a reappraisal. It's always a tough one.
And it's not just new things that are janky as shit. We was talking before about the Mi 11 Ultra's camera.
Mi 11 Ultra, yeah.
How long have they been making phones and camera systems?
Exactly. And
they make about 500 a year.
Yeah. And they're £200, £300 smartphones. Like usually the camera's really good, perfect for your everyday, photos and video. And then the Mi 11 Ultra just all of a sudden just weird ghosting problems and all kinds of of issues cropping up, which is just so bizarre when it's their
Your sample photos
product.
were really weird. Though, like some of the pictures are really good, but then, like you say, with the ghosting and that.
Oh yeah, like
that was
95%.
crazy.
Yeah, 95% of the pictures were great, but then just to see weird shit like that cropping up as well, it's just it's not what you'd expect from even like a £400-500 smartphone, let alone a £1,000-ish one. So yeah, that was.
Here's hoping to get that fixed.
I did like it, despite the fact that it was a fucking house brick. You could actually kill a grizzly bear with this thing. Absolutely terrifying.
Why is Sam quiet? Why is Sam muted?
Has he eaten pizza rolls?
Because I was eating pizza rolls. I don't want to shoot the camera.
I fucking called it. Yeah. Hey, when you come over here, you better pack that suitcase full of pizza rolls because I want to try.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, and Andrew makes a comment here.
Toasted ravioli.
Right, and well, for sure, because
shit, yeah,
you got it. I gotta. Well, the problem is I bring that over there, and I'm gonna ruin the whole UK. They're gonna be like, "Holy shit! Like these things are amazing! Like, what do we? You can't just like leave these and go. You can't just think. You gotta tell us how to make these, right?" Right. So, but Andrew makes a good point. And I agree with him with most like wearables or watches. He said he's found that he doesn't use his regular apps on his phone, like on his watch. He has Pebble and Amazfit. Yeah, and I saw that the Mi Band 6 came out, and I have a Mi Band 5, and that thing was great for just like notifications and some tracking and time. It was nice and small. The battery lasted, I think one time I got like 11 and a half or 12 days out of it.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It's like Matt said, you can have all these fucking features, but guarantee you'll use the notifications, you'll maybe use the timer, shit like that.
I use the heartbeat sensor on the Galaxy Watch and the step tracker and stuff like that, but notifications, I don't really sit and use the watch as the watch was intended to be used.
Yeah.
So I would have been quite all right using a cheaper smartwatch, but
especially considering you got the Mi Band 5 for like, I think I got it for like $38 or something.
But I've had this for years now, and it's just.
And they just fucking give them away for free every time you buy anything off the website anyway.
Oh my god! Every time something Xiaomi releases, they release a Mi Band watch with it for 12p.
Yeah, it's like have a Mi Band, have all this other shit.
Yeah. The stuff you don't really sell, you can have it for a big box turns up at your house, and you only ordered a phone. You got a T-shirt. It's like speaking like the ROG 5 Ultimate. Did you see the box that you get when you order?
Oh yeah, phone? Yeah.
Holy shit! You get a T-shirt, you get a cap, you get my god, you get loads of stuff.
That is a pack. Yeah,
that is a £1,200 phone, right? You get the fan, you get the phone, the adapters, the headphones, the headphone jack, a big nice box, and then you get a separate box with a hat, T-shirt, and that's how you sell a £1,200 phone, Samsung.
And Matt's like, I'm just here for the T-shirt and the hat. I don't really care about the phone.
I don't need the phone. I just want the T-shirt.
You can actually take the phone back, and I don't really give a fuck about the phone or the fan. But the T-shirt,
I spent £1,200 on a T-shirt and a hat.
Right, it's expensive, but it's really
it just came with a phone.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think. Well, here's the thing: if you're going to list a phone like that, I think that you should do that kind of stuff, like a little bit of swag in there, a T-shirt, a hat.
But the big boys are going the opposite direction.
Yeah, it's like literally you get the phone and that's it.
A few years, your phone will just turn up in bubble wrap. Just there you go.
If not,
it's like Samsung and Apple be like,
you just get the bubble wrap.
What the fuck else you want? A charger? A cable? Fuck you. You don't even get a box, you dumb fuckers. Here you go. You'll just literally walk into an Apple store and you'll hand them your old whatever phone, and they'll just hand you like the 12 or 13 or whatever. They'll just hand it. Do I get a box? No. What do you need a box for? Because we can save like 12 cents a box, so let's just go ahead and save it. Yeah, they'll just hand you a phone. You won't even get a box.
You won't even get a phone, mate. You'll get a picture of a phone.
Right.
Like, there you go.
You can download
IOU written at the bottom.
It'll have a code, and it'll be a 3D printer code. It'll print your phone right there at your house for you. You don't even like, oh boy. So yeah, I think that if you're going to call a phone an Ultimate or whatever, I think that's cool that they throw in extra little gear and swag in a case and a shirt. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, I think that's, if you're going to spend the money, that's kind of nice. I mean, get some gear and you can walk around.
If anything is going to get this hat off my head, it would be an ROG one.
I'm pretty sure that thing's glued to your head. I think he sleeps in it and he wakes up.
You do not understand, man. This cap is so comfortable. And stylish. Look, it's got TK's face on it.
Right. I have a question.
Get yours now.
Right. Well, I have a question. So when you're out walking around, like if you're going to shops or whatever, do people ask you what is that?
Oh man, no, TK's massive over here. Everyone knows who he is.
Literally,
All the people I know.
The lady that's going to the
Seriously, all the
co-op
people I
buying
know.
groceries knows exactly who the fuck TK is at 63 years old.
No.
She doesn't have a clue who the fuck he is.
No, nobody has ever asked me.
I can't. I've
question
worn
about
this
my
shirt out, and I had a lady look at me one day and just stare at the shirt. And I'm like, "Can I help you?" And
She was probably checking you out, man.
She's like, well, then she was actually checking out TK. She would look at this ugly fucking head. She was looking right at my chest, and I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Is that somebody famous?" I said, "He's famous to me." And she kind of goes, "I don't know what to do," and she just walked away. But it was just like, yeah, I wear, the DJ audio. I wear his shirt, and people would kind of look. You could tell people were looking at like trying to figure out what it is. Expecting to see either something funny, right, or what. And like I said, the words are on the back of the shirt, not on the front, so it doesn't say anything. So I guess when I walk by, they can see what it says. But like,
that's like one T-shirt. People see the front, and I'm like, wait, and I turn around.
Right. So it's just kind of funny, but yeah, I just thought she was just kind of looking at me, and she's just kind of like trying to figure out what was going on, like why did I have a shirt with this guy on it?
I have never had that.
Area.
But then
again,
I suppose this is on a smaller scale. It's on my head, and I'm tall. Most people just see this.
Well, the funny thing is, it's almost as big as my face. I mean, it's like it's right.
Yeah.
So when you're walking down the road and people just looking at you, like,
but I'm 6'5". Most people just see this part of the hat.
6'5"?
They don't even see this part of the hat.
Yeah, he's big and tall.
Fucking hell, man. Glad you dropped that before I bumped into you in Wetherspoons for the first time. I'm like, oh shit! Never realized you were that fucking big.
And I agree with Simon here. He's like, I love how they give you a little condom case in the box. It's just something that way while you're deciding what you're going to get a box or some kind of case. I bought the S21, right, and I got nothing. I got the cable though. That was cool. And I bought the 25-watt fast charger, so I don't
even do that. What I did when I got the S21 Ultra, I bought a RAV Power 30-watt charger, and it charges everything else in the house perfectly fine. So I'm just happy with that because I've got a nice charger in the house now. I've got two RAV Power ones, one with 4. The one I bought for the S20 has got USB-C and USB-A in, so you can choose whichever one you want to use.
Ooh,
so it's nice to have these chargers around the house, but let's be honest, it's fucking unnecessary.
Isn't it? I mean, to be fair, I've got probably about 150 chargers in my house, so I can't really talk.
I can see Chris laying in bed, chargers, bricks all over his face. He's like,
oh man, yeah, I've got a duvet made out of chargers.
It's funny, he's gonna have one of those. Remember those? Do they have ball pits like those little kids have those big ball pits? It's just gonna be chargers. It's just charger bricks. It's just jumping like, ow, fuck. It's like, ow. It's not soft. There's a charger stuck in my ear. It's like, you got a charger stuck in your ear. Yeah,
it's like Scrooge McDucker's got his fucking money vault. I've got my charger vault. I just fucking dive in there. Have a bit of
my question is, how many? I mean, seriously, Chris, is that an exaggeration? Are you kind of close to over 100? Yeah,
I've got so many chargers.
Aditya, obviously, Aditya went there. Chris gets turned off by chargers.
Like it.
Chris is like, he doesn't use floss. He just takes the prong and he's scraping stuff, writing on he's using chargers to write things down on. So yeah, exactly. And
when me and Chris go out to eat, he eats with chargers.
Yes. He just made a fork out of charger prongs. He's making a fork out of charger prongs.
Stabbing his chicken.
My food.
And TK agrees with you, Matt. He said the RAV Power is nice. I've never heard of them. I should check that out because they're pretty good.
RAV Power are really good, man, because they're fast chargers and they're smart chargers as well. So they're not going to keep pumping your phone full of power if it's on 100%.
And to Richard's question, yes,
it's white again.
Well,
pick a fucking color. Can you pick a fucking color?
I was gonna tell you. I was gonna show you that because I knew you were gonna go pick a fucking color. I was knew you were gonna do something stupid. It's my dog. I woke up the other day and
it's my dog. What did you do to your dog?
Mouth like this.
Your fucking dog eats everything,
he
man.
Took it off the couch. Well, the problem is I had it on the couch. I had set it down for a second, and I walked away. I didn't put it on the end table, and I looked over, and he was standing in the doorway of the living room.
He's like, I'm being helpful. You forgot your phone, fuckhead.
And I was like, okay. Because he'll run. If you try to get him, he'll run.
You don't want to excite him, whatever you do.
I was like, okay. And I didn't want him to let it go because a lot of times I was like, out and he'll drop it. And I was like, I didn't want him to drop it from 3 feet in the air. So I was like,
no,
Hobbs,
or bite.
come here.
Good dog. Good dog.
I took it out, and of course, since he did that, like the top was like totally like he had scratched the top. And
At least he didn't break the glass.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I was like, I literally had like a moment where I was like, oh shit. Okay. I was like, yeah, I'd never seen him pick up a phone before.
And let's be honest, the Hobbs is not exactly the smallest dog in the world.
Yeah, and he's not the smartest. He is a big dumbass. So I was like, holy shit, dude. I was like, just give me the phone. And luckily, I got it out. I just like, and it came out of his mouth. He just let it go just enough to let me take it out. I was like, holy cow. But I'm thinking, what happened if it was like 15 seconds where I didn't see him? He'd be like, you just gnaw the shit out of it. I'd be like, I like
He
this.
really would as well.
He would have chewed the shit out of it. And so anyway, so I had to take the case, the slick skin wrap off. And then I found there was a post by, I think it was Daniel Rubino. They have like surface skins. They're like customized by some, they had like 4 or 5. And then Extreme Skins is supposed to be making.
They already have. They've started.
Oh, yeah. So I'm waiting for them because I'm like eagerly anticipating Extreme Skins helping me out because I'm like excited to see what they do.
Right. They refuse to do Game of Thrones. Right. They will not do Game of Thrones, which is, I tried, but it didn't work.
Why?
They won't cover the Game of Thrones.
It's just because they're not popular enough?
Nobody buys Game of Thrones except me.
Well, also, how do you even skin a Game of Thrones? Because they've got vents, they got RGB.
Oh no,
lights
they're
up
very
the ass.
good. Like they're very good because they do all the headphones and stuff, so they know how to cut out angles and get everything to stick nicely.
Such a pain in the fucking ass.
But they won't do the game. They're doing the new Sony. They've done the Xperia Mark II and they're doing the Mark III. They've just finished and now shipping the Pixel 4a 5G skins, and the Duo is next to be released.
There you go. So
there's your news. There's your news for the day.
Right. So Extreme Skins didn't make a skin for the 4a 5G until I shipped it to Matt. Now they're making one. I'm like, oh.
Hey, weird, right?
That's pretty. We have a word for that. It's called suspicious. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I texted him because I thought while I've got it, I want to put a skin on it so I don't scratch it up and shit. But then I was like, they don't do it. So I emailed them and then they're like, oh, no, yeah, we're going to do it now. Yeah. I was like, cool.
So anyway, so I'm hoping when
they're shipping, they're sending me some. So I can, when I send this back to you, Sam, I will send you whatever skins I've got.
Cool. And then hopefully, if
they always send me a pack of different types of skins.
S21 guys.
Email him.
I will. I'll send him some stuff. It's okay. Like finally, I've got a phone that they'll actually skin.
Send an email to Lee.
Yeah.
And it'll just ship. They sent me the pack of a few so I can show them off on the show and stuff like that. And obviously, I'm not going to use all of them, so I can send some back to you when I ship you the phone back.
Right. Sounds good. So like I said, folks, if you want, check them out. Extreme Skins. They got great stuff. Go check out their website. They got good prices, great quality.
Going to a letterbox near you.
Right. And then Aditya asked a question about them.
Aditya asked a comment.
He asked a comment. He did.
Oh yeah, no, I did. I actually just answered that. Yes, they do. They do the Xperia Mark II, 5 Mark II, and they're going to do the 3 as well. Yes.
I mean, that must be the easiest phone in the world to skin because it is literally just a rectangle.
Right. It's like literally, boom, just enough for the camera cut out, and you're good.
Yep.
Which is like a very small, minimal.
The Pixel phones, they do the whole curve, the edges, and everything else because obviously the back is one whole piece on a Pixel. Isn't it?
Sexual. Right.
So it's easy. I just have the S21. That's the companion phone for the taking of the pictures and stuff like that. And then the Duo. That's it. I don't have anything else. Well, I have the U12, but here's the funny part. So the U12 Plus.
Are you opening a shop or are we?
I can't get rid of the U12. Nobody wants it, and I can't sell it because the battery's jacked up on it. And then
that's probably why nobody wants it, Sam.
Right. And then so I got the U12 and the 1520 and the 950. Those are AT&T branded phones. If I put my SIM in them, the SIM gets suspended by AT&T. I guess they've removed a bunch of these SKUs from their.
Shit.
So now
they're dodgy as fuck.
Right. I was like, wait a second.
Dodgy as fuck.
Well, I understand the Windows phones because I mean they're like 2013, 2014, 20. I get that, right? But they are AT&T branded devices, by the way. The U12 is totally unlocked, so I kind of get that,
Yeah,
but it
why
didn't
can't
happen
they do
before.
what we do, man? Just like any brand, any phone you get hit for the sausages.
What about sausages now?
Great audio podcast. This is when I can't fucking speak. No, you get a phone from EE or O2 or whatever. You can get it. You get it unlocked straight away, and then just do whatever you want with it.
Yeah,
And
Simon's talking about like getting rid of 3G. That's fine, but it's really a 4G device. So I mean, it does have 3G, but I can understand. Like I said,
what do you mean they're getting rid of 3G? How am I going to cope, man? No,
I don't know. I can
I
understand.
need my 3G for when I'm in the fields.
Right. So like the Windows phones, I totally get. I'm not upset by that.
That's all I get. Right,
Kind of 3G
is all I get when I'm out there.
To be honest, all I gotta do is call AT&T's helpline and they'll unlock it. So it's not like I can't use it. I just have to call them on the phone and say, hey, they'll unsuspend it. But it's kind of like, yeah, and the U12, when shipping isn't like, a nightmare, I actually would send it. Actually, I probably should have sent it when I'll send a D to the U12. He can just have the damn thing because I don't even want it because he doesn't even like it's rough.
Your
man.
shipping to mainland Europe is going to cost you a fortune.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
I mean, shipping.
You think it's expensive shipping stuff to me? You
Right.
try and ship something to mainland Europe.
Well,
my question
now,
is,
isn't it, pretty much?
how bad is it to ship it from the UK to mainland Europe? Is it still
It's
bad?
not great now. Yeah, it's got considerably worse since January.
You and that Brexit shit. Can you guys just go back to Brexit so I can fix my shipping problem?
No, it's not your shipping problem. It's our shipping problem.
That's true.
And we can't. The UK, basically, what we have is what we have. We can't have anything else unless we are rich, and then we can afford to have it shipped here.
Matt,
Yeah.
I've just noticed what the fuck has happened to your wallpaper. Where the fuck is it?
I've been waiting to see if somebody said anything.
Where's the wallpaper gone?
I've been waiting this whole time. I was sat here thinking, I wonder if anybody's going to notice
How's
that
it
I've
taking
not
me this
actually got the
long?
wallpaper right now.
Yeah,
But nobody has said, not one person noticed. So the wallpaper wasn't that.
It's
famous
It's
after
the
all.
same piss yellow as my old skin. How awesome is that?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. This is the pixel. This is what the fucking pixel does to it. This is white.
Has it wiped it out?
Is that?
Yeah, but this is. I'm orange. Look.
Right.
This is what the pixel camera does. Remember?
I
But
thought
it's funny. It
just
doesn't. It
different
doesn't
foods.
do it to the logos on your shirt though. That's interesting. How that's white. Oh yeah, there it goes. It's white.
You see?
Yeah.
It's weird as fuck. I don't know what this pixel camera does, but the front part doesn't like when I'm here and white and whatever. But that is a white wall.
Okay.
That's funny
Well,
how you
where's
moved,
the
how you
usual
moved out of the way and it
crazy-ass
turned
wallpaper?
totally white. That was kind of a cool trick, actually.
Watch this.
Future. Woo.
White. Nice.
But it's magnolia, so you know.
So
Lovely.
so did you peel off the wallpaper and that's the wall underneath?
No, I just moved.
Just
The
in a different
wallpaper's
room.
over there.
Oh, okay.
No, the wallpaper's there. I'm in the same room.
On the other side.
I have my own chair now. I have a chair.
You had a chair?
You
Oh,
move
I have
around
a
the
chair.
house.
He was sitting
This
on
is the
milk
king-
crates before.
This is one of them king type chairs with the big arms on the side, and you just sit there, you're like the boss.
right.
Nice.
But
Exactly.
I like it over here because the other sofa is quite low. This is quite high, and I'm quite tall, so I used to get leg aches out over there.
And I agree with Andrew here. It's
So I'm
probably better if you
sorry,
just fly to the
but,
UK, just hand deliver to you guys. In a
no
detail.
more wallpaper.
I've had deliver those goddamn pizza rolls as well.
Yeah, there's no more wallpaper. That's it. It's gone.
No, dude.
Ah, it's okay.
End of
I
an
can
era.
hang a picture of like Chris's head behind me, so when
Right.
he's not here, he's always here.
Right.
I
Just like
Just
and
look like I'm
this, just
creepily
his eyeball.
stalking up behind you.
Kinda like this.
yeah,
Just his
like that.
eyeball. Yeah, just his eyeball and maybe part of his nose, and that's it. They'd be like, "Who the fuck?"
That's
is
it.
this
Just that's it. Just right behind me.
guy? Right.
That's some Silent
all
Hill shit right
times.
there.
Or Andrew's like, the old wallpaper never existed. It's just a
I
figment
just
of your
imagine it
mind.
was just a alcoholic hallucination.
Right.
Yeah.
And for Chris, it's probably
Like,
true.
what are you talking about, Chris? There was never flowers.
Yeah, what? Who are you guys? Huh?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
How did you get here?
I'm just curious to see like how the rest of the year is going to go with like Xiaomi, like what kind of phones. Like, say, I wonder what they're going to do with. Are they aware of this camera issue software problem, or are they like what are they?
You would assume so.
Well, I mean,
Right.
have they communicated about like, hey, we're aware, or we're working on it, like, or they are just like, has there been any official communication from Xiaomi at all about like addressing the issue, or is it going to be like Google going, well, it's not a thing, it's fine, it's just your unit. We'll come back in 6 months and maybe we'll decide it's kind of a thing. But we're not
Yeah,
talking
I wouldn't
about
be
it.
surprised, to be honest.
No, but the Xiaomi reviews. If you obviously because you've got so many Xiaomi phones at once.
Oh my god,
Put them out. You notice these things more though when you're reviewing the same company's phones. You'd notice it more because you're like, well, I've just reviewed 5 of your phones, and this has not happened on any of them.
That's not happened, and they've all been considerably cheaper than the one.
Like the Mi 11, the Lite, was it the Lite? And the
Mi 11 Lite, and the Redmi Note 10 Pro.
We won't talk about the Lite and all the controversy with that. That was a fun day. That
was a fun fucking day. Yeah, that
was a fun.
You're just holding it wrong. You're just holding Mi Ultra wrong.
No. That's probably
we don't talk.
Point it at me instead.
We're not talking about the Mi 11 Lite controversy.
Lite.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Yeah, so I'm just curious to see what they're going to do to kind of address the problem because,
software update or
there'll be a
do what Samsung did and then just say we can't fix it. Sorry, but keep it on sale anyway.
Yeah, you spent $1,000, but you know what? We'll give you a free Mi Band 6 or whatever. So there you go.
We'll give you an Apple Watch. It's fine. We got a bunch of those hanging around here anyway.
But Xiaomi, they'll fix it because they know. They've put a lot of effort into the Ultra. They're not going to let it die by being so bad camera-wise.
Yeah.
Well, not bad, but the odd bugs that you could be capturing a perfect moment and then the phone's ruined it. It's not a good look for an Ultra phone.
Oh, 100% not. Yeah, even for a budget phone, you wouldn't expect just weird ghosting and shit. I can't remember seeing that on any
but at least if it happened on a budget phone, you could be like, well,
it's like one of those motherfuckers.
Shit,
that's what I get for buying
£1,200 later. You're like, wait, what?
That's what I get
for buying a phone out of a vending machine. It's like, well, I'm surprised it even takes pictures at all. And it just you push the button and goes, hey, cheap bastard, go spend another $50. You actually.
That's what I mean. But when you're spending $1,200, you expect more.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, especially when I've heard people say that Xiaomi is now overtaking Samsung as far as like, okay, their phones are so good, they're overtaking.
Xiaomi is in a absolute perfect position to grab Huawei's market shares.
Oh yeah,
they really
Huawei's
are.
toast.
Straight in
they're not coming back.
Yeah,
and DSO's in the chat. So hey, DSO, how are you, sir? Welcome. So, but yeah, especially if you're going to be making the claim that Xiaomi is now kind of like they're putting Apple and Samsung like on notice, like they are the next third.
They make better scooters.
You better have a camera that isn't taking ghost images. That's not a good look to have, especially if it becomes
autofocus problems.
Right. It's just going to be it's going to be interesting to see. But
what you need is that you go to get the Apple, man. The Apple is just pro, so pro.
It's pro, and you don't get anything. I mean, if I got a T-shirt, it'd probably be cool. But it should be an Apple logo, and I don't want to do that.
No, the camera's so pro. It's pro, man.
It's pro.
Super
Sony don't know what a pro is. Sony have no idea.
I think they know exactly what pro is. I think they're so pro that people don't know how pro it is. And they're like, wow, this is too pro.
Sony are that good at making pro phones that other people think that... What do you mean? Why is that 2,500? Because it's an actual professional phone.
Right. Pro. It's like getting the phone and you're
not fucking put pro on the end just to make it sound better. This actually has HDMI and everything like.
This is like really pro. It's like, well, no, why is it like just like pro? It's like because it's what professional grade equipment would be like. This is a professional grade piece of equipment. Yeah, I'd rather just have the pro that's not so pro. It's just like pro. It's like
that's so semi-pro. Yeah,
that's the world we live in.
Right.
But apparently you're only pro if you live in America. Us Brits or just fucking amateurs through and through.
Right.
So we don't deserve that technology. Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on in football?
Don't even fucking bring it up, mate. No, fuck football. Fuck it right in the ass.
Oh, I mean,
let's just say, no, Sam. Let's just say Derby and Sunderland are not having a good season.
Really, is it that bad? Are they going to get relegated?
At all? Derby might. The rate we're going. The rate we're going.
Nice.
We're just not going to get promoted again.
We might get relegated.
Are you guys? You're not in the Champions League. Are you in the League One? I don't know which one is which.
We're in the Championship.
Premier League, then Championship. That's what he's in. And then
Derby's in Championship, and you guys are what Sunderland? Are they in?
We are League One, which is actually
below
League
that.
3.
Yeah, but this is what's going to make it fun. If Wayne Rooney can't keep Derby up, we'll get to play Sunderland next season.
Hey! that'll be a fucking classy match through and through, mate. We might actually be able to go and watch it as well. A few beers,
probably.
Derby.
They're letting here in the United States. They're letting actual for baseball games. They're actually letting I think it's 20% capacity show up. So I think
they're doing the same here.
Okay,
they're doing the same here. Wembley, the FA Cup semi-final, is it at Wembley? They're allowing it's a 90,000 capacity stadium. They're allowing 4,000 fans to go and watch it.
Was it? It's only 90,000. I thought it was way more than that. I thought it was over.
It's 90,000. No, it's 90,000. Okay. 96, is it 94 or something like that?
So they're only allowing 4,000.
But they're allowing 4,000 people.
4% of the capacity.
Yes.
So just 4. That's it.
Yeah, but we are under strict rules here. So
yeah.
Social distancing is the most strict thing. So 4,000 fans in a 90,000 stadium capacity. But it's a start. The football fans that have been dying to get back to watching football matches are finally allowed to go back. Joe.
Let's shut the fuck up about football.
Well, so is every fucking team in the entire?
He's sour because he had a really bad week.
Does anybody want to?
At least we won last week. He's had a really bad week, so we'll just not talk about it.
It's championship.
To make it worse as well, my fucking father-in-law is a Charlton fan, and we lost to Charlton.
No way.
So that was fun. Oh yeah, by the way, my parents are coming around today. Oh, are they? Oh, great! Now I get to sit there in the garden and just listen to your dad fucking roasting my ass for an hour about how shit
because you lost. It's all right. We were winning. We were beating Blackburn and we lost. So
So I guess this is for me. Simon's telling me it's championship, not Champions League.
Yeah, the Champions League. Hey, the day Derby are in the Champions League is the day I fought rainbows. I'm just going to say that
here's
right
the thing. Simon should just be happy. I even know of what the fuck is going on. I at least have a clue of what's happening.
The fact that you know of the existence of a Champions League is
right. The fact that there's other leagues and apparently nobody in the UK wants to talk about football because apparently every team lost. So I'm curious who won. Apparently everybody in the UK.
Our team's lost.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So Joe doesn't want to talk about it. His team lost.
Arsenal. Yep.
Right, Arsenal, and then the Euro finals. Okay, and he said something about this. I don't know what this means. I have no clue what any.
Okay, that's Arsenal. Yeah.
Is that a player?
Yes.
Shaka, like Shaka Zulu, kind of.
Yes, it is actually. It is actually
Shaka Zulu.
He now plays for Arsenal.
Batter Caballos and his mom. Sabalos and his mom. Okay, I guess he's not a very.
Yeah, but the thing is,
okay,
they're all shit. So it doesn't matter.
So I don't know who Simon follows. Does anybody know?
So
because I know Chris does Sunderland, right?
Sunderland, yes, unfortunately.
And then Derby, and then Joe is Arsenal. And Simon's an Arsenal fan as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Weren't they used to be pretty good? They were pretty good, right? For a while?
No, they've always been shit. They've always been a bit like Liverpool. They've got a good name, have a good history, been shit for years.
Except Liverpool actually won something last season.
He was letting me know that Derby and Roger are a wee bit from Champions League.
Just a smidge. Just
a tiny little bit.
Just a gnat's pube away from the Champions League.
Very close, but yet not very close. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're a bit closer. It's like edge closer than Sunderland.
and let's talk about Derby.
Fuck off, Roger.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait, hello.
He's a scumbag.
Wait, Arsenal. Alex Ferguson, right? Sir Alex Ferguson. That was the manager.
No, that was Man United.
Oh, okay. So at least I know of somebody. You don't name me one American baseball manager.
Matt, you educate some. I'm just going for a piss. All right, I'll be back.
Okay, cool.
Arsene Wenger was the manager of Arsenal.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. And right. So this is helping me out. So we have Ted Lasso. So this is going to help me figure out how English football works, because that's a pretty good show. If you
I'm going to take you to an English football game when you.
I hope so. I just hope I don't get. Well, the problem is I'm afraid that don't take me to a match where I have to get into a fight. We're expected to fight, because I don't want to get arrested in the UK. Because I'll go.
We're fine. We'll go. It's fine. Don't worry. I've got you.
Well, the problem is I can go in. It seems I can go anywhere because I can just drive 30 minutes and find any kind of football team. Right? They're all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll go to a derby match, but it's quite fun.
Yeah, actually, I think the only one I think I should go to is I should go to a Tottenham Spurs game, because that's the only one I know of.
They're in London.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's in London? The London doesn't have a team, like a city team, right? They don't have a
No.
London. Oh, okay.
No, London is Chelsea, Tottenham. They are all London teams. West Ham, they're all London teams.
So how many teams are in the actual like play in the city?
Oh fuck, I don't know. There's loads.
Like maybe like 10 or so. I don't know.
It's really weird how it's worked. It's because London's so big, it's split up into so many places.
Arsene Wenger was the coach.
Arsene Wenger.
Arsene Wenger. Oh, German guy.
Did you just say? You just said Arsene Wenger?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know he's a German or Austrian dude.
Arsene Wenger was the manager of Arsenal.
Okay. Well, there you go. See,
It's like being on fucking Mastermind or something.
Apparently, I need to go to a friendly match. Rangers versus.
We're in, okay, right? Listen, guys, right? We're in Derby. You want to go and watch fucking Tottenham play? We're going to have to go to London. You want to watch Rangers? We're going to have to go to Scotland. Can you pick somewhere fucking closer?
I'm fucking up for that.
I mean, how far is Scotland from where you're at? Like what? 4 hours?
4 hour on the East Coast. A delightful little train. You just get your 6-pack of Stella, sit there, get through.
You
all
can't
six,
drink on trains, Chris.
What?
You're not allowed to drink on trains.
Well,
You try getting on an
a
East Coast
fucking
train and telling a fucking group of Geordies that they're not allowed to crack open their Stellas.
I know, but you're not allowed to. It's the law.
You're not supposed. You can't drink on a train. Like
No.
if you're
Officially, no.
Really? I thought it was just the cheap
Too many
shit you couldn't drink on.
No. Above ground train, like trains. Like if I got on a train here,
like regular
you can't
train,
drink
right.
on a train
How long has
because
this
of
been
the
a thing?
aggression and violence and stuff. Like fucking hell, it's been a thing
Aggression
for
and
years.
violence?
No one ever enforces it, but it has been a thing for years. You go on a train, there's actually signs on the top. That
Is
say
there?
you can't drink on this train.
that's
Wi-Fi
wild.
available.
Train.
I'm drinking.
That's where they're
Piss
going.
off.
No, on
They
the
can take
roof.
me to jail.
You know how they have the boards that
On
come
the
down the
inside
side.
of the roof.
Yeah.
I'm
Right,
not
okay.
coming to
Not
fucking
on the
to
roof.
England. I'm taking a
That's
train
it.
somewhere.
That's
Why
why
would it be
nobody
on the
fucking
roof?
knows it.
Why are you climbing on the roof?
We're fucking Mission Impossible style, just fucking
North
having
London is
hanging
red.
out on there.
What is?
Yeah.
North London is red. What does that mean?
Sam's
Why?
learning.
I don't know what that means. Does that mean something? North London is red. What?
Is that like
Okay.
Arsenal?
I don't
Maybe
know,
that's
man.
maybe that's an
I
Arsenal
can't
reference. I don't know.
Rent a car. I don't want to drive. You guys drive on the wrong side of the road. I'll probably crash the car.
Also, we have tiny roads, and yeah.
But yeah.
Did
We don't have normal
Andrew
cars.
just say he's Millwall?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so both me and Chris can agree that is a terrible idea.
And see, and this is the
not going to a
reason.
Millwall
And
match.
see, here's the reason why you don't want me to go to one that requires a possible fight, because I will get stupid and I will fucking throw hands on people.
Amazing.
I don't give a shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
which is why I said I will take you to a class. I'm not going to take you to Derby versus Nottingham Forest, right? Because that's just stupid. I will take you to I don't know,
Sunderland,
Derby
Newcastle.
versus Sunderland. That'd be quite
See, and
fun.
this is my wife,
would be
by the
fun.
way. Chris.
That'd be
So,
nice.
Chris, by the way, this is my wife. By the way, this is my wife, Becky. By the way, because Chris doesn't know. So she knows. She's been to me with like American football games, like even high school games, and I get idiotic. I mean, people are just like, stupid.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
like,
See, we're not going to take you to Derby Forest. We're not going to take you to Sunderland, Newcastle. We're not going to take you to Man City, Man United, Liverpool, Everton. We're not going to do that. They're the kind of
So-
matches you do not want to go to.
I was going
right?
to ask Chris, like,
I'll
what
take you to a
Sunderland's
nice
proper.
match.
It's Nottingham Forest, or is it? Is not
Newcastle.
No, Newcastle.
Southern
Newcastle
yeah.
United.
It's a
Is
good
that-
one.
that is?
You get
Okay.
you get the atmosphere at that one. Somebody, in fact, this is my most favourite Sunderland Newcastle moment. Is we beat Newcastle. I think it was 3-1, and a Newcastle fan literally punched a police horse in the face outside of the grounds. And then basically
cool.
the whole of Newcastle just went and fucking destroyed Newcastle city centre. It's like, what are you doing? You're
See,
destroying your own
this is
city.
what
you
Newcastle
fucking
do, but
idiots.
Can you remember when I can't remember who it was. It was Newcastle players fighting Newcastle players on the pitch.
It was
They
beautiful.
were kicking
It
the
was
shit
wonderful.
out of each other. I'm like, wait, you're on the same team, boys. What
Exactly.
is going on?
I was, oh my god, I was so happy.
This is a good
Last
question.
time Nottingham Forest came to Pride Park, they ripped the ceiling down in all the toilets of Pride Park.
Nice.
Oh, we're a classy bunch, aren't we?
That's fun. I mean, well, if you're gonna punch something, dude, punching a police horse is awesome.
A fucking
That's
police horse,
fucking
yeah.
cool.
So that
That's
became a
like-
thing. That was like it was before memes were even a thing. I think it was like if somebody's pissed off, it's like, oh, just go fucking punch a horse, mate.
Punch a horse. Literally, honestly,
Fucking else.
people are stupid and crazy, but we won't take you to matches like that. We'll take you to the friendly type where I take my children.
Don't drink on the train unless you're going to Derby.
Derby. And then you'd fucking have to have a drink or two, to be fair.
Green chili beer. Yeah. So Andrew was asking, what's your favorite beer? What's your preferred beer?
My
So
preferred beer?
Yeah.
I don't really have a preferred beer. Like,
Chris's answer, all of them.
All beers.
Basically, I tend to look at the percentage number, and the higher that is, the happier I am.
So my question is, are you do you like IPAs, the hoppier kind of stuff? Or are you an
I do like a good IPA. Yeah, so any sort of pale ale. I'm really getting into DDHs now as well.
I'll have to get you some of this Derby local ones, man. They're nice.
I'll be well up for that, mate. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, once shit is a bit more back to normal, I'll have to do a Derby special. Definitely. Get some out with his bin bag for the pizza.
See,
rolls.
now me and Chris going out drinking, probably someone will get arrested.
That's cool.
I can guarantee you now, it's more likely to be Chris than it is to be me.
Well, it won't be me because if you're 6'5", you've got the long legs. You can leg it.
Yeah, I haven't got to run
little shit.
fast. I've just got to run faster than you.
Exactly, which you will do, because literally anyone could run faster. My 5-year-old daughter could fucking run fields around me.
I think this is my wife. So just so you know, she knows her husband.
It sounds like you'd fit in, mate.
Yeah,
it sounds to me like
I think I'm actually British and I didn't know it.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm trying to say you will enjoy the pubs here, the football games here. It's so much fun. Basically,
the unhealthy.
If you can start an argument with yourself in an empty room, then you will be okay.
Yeah, you'll do good.
That's gonna be great. They're gonna be like, "Where'd you get this guy from? Is he American? This guy's badass. Man, let's keep him. He's cool."
But if you come over here, I have got to make sure I am under strict instructions to make sure you arrive home the way you arrived here.
Well, it's okay.
We do have extradition laws, so we might have to ship you back to the States.
Right. And then she's like, and I don't feel like getting kicked out of the country.
No. See, Becky, I will make sure he doesn't get into any fights. That is definitely what I will do.
And I will make sure he gets into all the fights, because this sounds like fun. Gonna do this shit.
That is true.
Take him to MK Dons.
He walks around. What?
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, I've seen those videos that people shoot in Walmart.
Those people at Walmart? Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah. I'd probably want to fucking punch out some motherfuckers there too.
Right, exactly. So she knows me. I just
we take him to a Marks and Spencer's. I think we're gonna
a fucking Waitrose, mate. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Get into a Lidl or an Aldi. You'll be fighting for the cheapest thing in the shop. Especially in Aldi.
I will
fighting for the crisps.
I will love spoons. Okay.
You will fucking love it, sir.
Oh, definitely. Man, yeah, you will.
Destination number 1.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's got to be the first place we go.
That's
the first place I'm going.
It's the first place that any Brit goes drinking, because you get pints for like 99p, because it's all like it's the kegs that are about to go off, basically. So they're just selling it. It's like bargain.
It's like the clearance. It's like the clearance booze, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
They do this.
It is they
also have this really shit burger, which is really nice. It's massive and it's like
is that the gourmet burger?
Yeah,
the gourmet burger. Yeah, they basically just pile it full of fucking bacon and cheese and all the good onion rings. Yeah.
The Weatherspoons onion rings, man. They're legendary in their like flavor.
Those motherfuckers know how to microwave an onion ring. That's for sure.
I'll tell you what, they don't. Nowhere microwaves an onion ring or a burger
it's
like
reheated.
Fucking Weatherspoons.
You know what I would say? Fuck you. Just serve it cold. I don't even need heat on it. Quit being a bitch and just serve it to me anyway. Be like,
that's pretty much how you get your food in Weatherspoons, but we're definitely going there first.
So same goes. Is it Lidl or Lidl?
Lidl, yeah.
Is that another place to go?
That's a supermarket special over here.
Oh, okay.
It depends where you are, because on the adverts they call it Lidl.
Oh, do they?
Lidl?
Yeah, have you ever seen a little advert? They call it Lidl. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty weird. Have a look on YouTube. They call it Lidl. It's really weird.
Okay. That is weird.
Like, have you heard of CEX? The game place, CEX.
Which they now call sex on all of
which
the
they call sex. Yes.
Yeah. Seem not quite.
It's literally Chris. We call it CEX, right? Because it is CEX. But now on that verse, come and get sex from the shop.
Should it
buy
be
a game?
Right?
I know. Yeah. Technically.
Come to Kent. Get your fucking games.
Right. And no, I would not punch the queen. One, because I couldn't get to her. If I was with
Definitely
Roger, he wouldn't know
couldn't get
where
to
the
it
fuck
now.
I was there because
I
he
mean,
wouldn't
to be
know
fair,
she
now
lives in there.
now that Phil's dead, she might have, let
Right, I was
let
gonna
her
say
guards
because
off
she's
a bit
kind of
and,
dealing with that whole Phil died thing. Because I don't want to blast her in the head after Phil croaked. You know, that's kind of.
she'll probably be straight down the spoonies trying
She'll probably
to
beat my. Actually,
trying to
probably Queen
pull.
Elizabeth would probably put a
I
whack.
couldn't
on her.
imagine the
She'd probably
Queen at
beat her ass.
Weatherspoons. That'd be quite cool, actually.
Oh, she'd fucking outdrink all of us, mate. Yeah, she'd
Oh, yeah.
down like a gallon of that piss of
Man,
beer.
The Queen is going to outlive all of us. Never mind anything else.
Oh fuck
Fucking
yeah! Charles ain't gonna be king ever unless he's gonna be 170, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm like, I just gave up."
By the time Queen Elizabeth either abdicates or dies, Charles will just abdicate the throne, and William
She
will
ain't
just
abdicating
take over.
shit.
Ain't
That lady
abdicating
does
shit,
not
yeah.
strike me as a lady who's abdicating shit.
Exactly. So by the time
That's why
she's
she's
gone,
putting it on.
Charles will abdicate the throne because he's way too
Right,
old to be
'cause,
king,
like, I
and then
can't be
William
king.
will
I'm
take over.
93 years old. I came in piss straight. Like, yeah, we'll give it to William. It's all good because you're a little fucked up, Chuck. That's all good, man.
I have got to be one of the only people in this country that actually wanted Harry to be king. That'd be so good, man. Could you imagine Harry being king of
Oh,
England?
it'd be a hell of a lot more interesting than
Oh
William.
my
being-
God.
Let's face it, William's going to be very boring, very straight-laced. Harry would just be like, right, let's fucking fuck this shit
Let's
up.
fuck shit up. Let's
Hey,
go.
Hey,
Let's
here's
get
the
this
thing.
party started.
I married an American who's a fucking movie star. Let's just go ahead and we'll just like hook up. UK and USA. We'll just be like
That's
back to normal, man.
Harry
We'll just
would be the
doing
kind
shit.
of
It'll be
king
gross.
that's parachuting out of fucking airplanes and doing army courses for
Yeah, he
kicks
looked
and
cool.
giggles, getting shot at all the time because he thinks it's fun.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be hilarious because, like, when you had Donald Trump in charge, the news were all over it all the time. Imagine Harry being king; they'd be following him everywhere.
Jesus Christ, yeah. It'd be like
Remember that time he got caught in Vegas?
Yeah.
What was he doing in Vegas? I must have missed that.
He
one.
was absolutely butt-ass naked, and he was caught in Vegas with these hookers and shit. It was mad. Now imagine if he was king.
Expanded Vegas fan.
Imagine if he was king. When that
Do you know
happened,
the
that'd be
tagline of
crazy.
Vegas, right? What happens in Vegas stays there. That ain't just
Not
for
if you
America.
Unless you're a
are,
prince.
That's for
yeah, no,
everybody.
unless you are a prince.
Well,
Yeah.
In which case, whoops.
right. Because they're just like, is this guy? This is Harry, like that dude over there.
This is the Prince of
dude?
England.
They're like, yeah, this guy's dollars, man. Check this guy out. He's like running through here, butt ass naked. Yeah, this guy's
Yep.
cool. We need. That's why. Where does Harry live now?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Yeah,
gotta live
but
with
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Could you imagine that had all happened and he was King Harry?
Right. He's gonna be the
King
next
Harry.
president of the United States.
Great.
They're gonna break the rules. Like, yeah, I know you're not really an American citizen, but we're gonna go ahead and let that go because if you want to run this place, because Americans are like, yeah, this guy doesn't need to be in the UK. He needs to be coming here and rocking this shit. Anybody's willing to walk through Caesars butt ass naked? Yeah, that guy's.
He'll have a
balling.
reality TV show within the year.
We're gonna keep Harry around for a while. That guy's cool. We're gonna take him and keep him because we're all fucked up over here. We'll keep that guy for a while. He looks pretty cool.
We love Harry.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He seems like a
Love
pretty
a bit
nice
of
guy.
Harry.
Out of all of them, we love Harry. We definitely love. This country loves Harry.
Right.
I don't give a shit who you are. If you like the royal family or not, everyone loves Harry. I don't know
guess
why.
what?
It's weird.
Don't be surprised when in a couple of years from now you hear that Harry's become an American citizen.
I think the reason everybody likes Harry is because he's like us. He ain't up his owner's arse. He doesn't let his money do his talking. He's just a lad. I mean, he's one of the lads. I think that's why everyone loves Harry so much.
Yeah, and there's a good
Not
question.
Andrew. We're not going to talk about Prince Andrew.
No, that dude. I don't know about that guy. So here's a question.
So of all the people, right? Sky News went out to interview a member of the royal family about Philip's death.
Yeah,
Oh,
who do
And
you
of
choose?
all the people in the world,
They picked that guy.
they interviewed Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
That's not a good look for anybody. He's a little fucked up.
No, it's
He-
like
he-
going to Charlie Manson for a quote on someone.
Mhm.
Like, what
You
the
say
fuck?
like Prince Andrew had nothing to do with any of this, like Epstein stuff.
He's like,
I don't know what you mean. So the guy
Philip.
at Sky News must have not known any of this and just gone, there's a prince. We'll talk to him.
yeah. He's like, who died? Philip.
It's like, who's available for an interview?
Never
Well,
heard of
Andrew's
it.
not really doing much these days. So
Yeah.
Well, perhaps because Prince Andrew is not allowed to be in the public eye.
Yeah. So. Yeah, well, of course they weren't useful. They're just fun to talk about. It's like having a Kardashian, except it's like a royal family kind of thing.
yeah.
It's just
Apparently they still bring in a shitload of tourism, although this was obviously pre-COVID, so I'm not sure how much tourism we get these days.
yeah, and I agree.
Uh,
and
come
this
to
is
play
true.
guy. Islands.
Let's be honest, if Roger's running the tour, Not many, because he doesn't know where anything is. He stood outside Buckingham Palace and didn't even know it was Buckingham Palace.
Hey, who's this lady? Queen who? Never heard of her. Anyways, I don't even know what this building is, by the way. Let's just go on. Oh, you want fish and chips? Yeah, we're not getting that. Let's just go to my house and hang out for a while because I'll just get you a pint. We'll go to a football match. That's fine. Fuck, I don't care. So, but yeah, you guys have to come to Missouri because we don't have any royalty here. We have guns. That'll be fun. And we got barbecue.
What do you mean? Me and Chris will be the royalty when we arrive.
Oh, yeah. You guys will fit right in. Well, Chris is like all about the drinking. Shit, you're in a good place here. And then in barbecue, here's the problem. When I feed you, Chris is like, dude, this food is awesome. I ain't ever going back. These people, I mean, UK's got nothing.
Deep fried shit and fucking moonshine or whatever. Then job done.
Oh God, yeah. We'll take you to the Smoky Mountains. They got some that good old fashioned up in the mountains moonshine.
Like good old boy shit.
Chris will be like, I have a cup of this, and Chris will be like,
bringing Chris back in a bag.
Yeah, in literal pieces in a fucking suitcase.
So you're talking to
they
his
put
wife
him in a black bag and they zipped it up before I could bring him back.
Right. So Matt's gonna have like Chris in 2 bags. She's like, okay, when Chris left, he was all in one piece, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, he's not in one piece anymore. So that happened with us. Okay, that's fair. Okay.
Right.
Well,
I think I'm pretty sure Chris's wife would like. I don't know whether she'd be happy or she'd slap me. I'm not sure.
I think
it depends on if Chris has life insurance. If Chris has got life insurance, she'd be like, yeah, well, go ahead and put him out back.
I signed my will this weekend, so it's all good.
Oh, there you go. It's time. Then you're ready to come to the United States then. You're taking life insurance.
We don't need her permission. We don't need her permission anymore.
That's all good.
Yeah, and you can right, and you can actually get moonshine in like the grocery stores here too.
Can you? Oh, that is wild.
Yeah, good stuff.
It just like
Chris is like Christmas.
Chris is
oh
like,
my God.
I can just like get groceries and booze at the same time. Then you can. Matter of fact, Chris, you can drink it in the store and then just have the half drink bottle. Just set it on the thing, let them scan it, and walk right out the door with it.
I could just imagine walking to the back of the shop and there's just a bathtub there. You basically just like, get your bowl, just fucking dip it in there.
Chris is just taste testing. I'm just making sure. I'm from out of country. I don't know what's good. I just want to make sure I get the right one.
Chris is just taste testing. He'll be butt-ass naked lying in it. Like
I'll be doing a Prince Harry man.
Is your name Harry? No? Okay, well, that's fine.
It's just your Chris fucking pale and you're badass naked. Yeah.
Oh yes, and my wife said yes. Aditya moonshine. Yeah, this stuff will get you proper. If you're looking to get drunk quickly, it'll do it to you. It'll help you out. It gets you there.
Yeah, I generally am.
Yeah, it's like the express lane.
Excellent.
I think that before you have some moonshine, though, Chris, we should experience the food in the area first.
Right.
What, the pizza rolls?
Just a thought. Yeah.
I'm just here for the pizza rolls and moonshine.
Pizza rolls and moonshine, please. That's why I spent all this money across the world.
I want some pizza rolls, some barbecue, some toasted ravioli, and then I'm going to get shit-faced.
Do you want to do it? Is that like in order, or you just want to do all those at the same time?
No particular order. Just go for your life.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm just going to lie here with my mouth open. Just to do what you will.
Right. Just make sure you
don't do that.
This is the United States.
That's what we do in
Sunderland, bit. Cigarette butts and all sorts of kind of stuff up there. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's a good time. So we got the Ozark fish fries. Oh yeah. Oh, boy. They catch them and just fry them right there and eat. Dude.
Oh man, that sounds good.
When we come to you, we're going to experience a lot, like a lot,
and then we will offer you the best that we have to offer, which is Weatherspoons and
football matches.
Yeah, I guess so.
And the M25. It's pretty much all I'm going to get.
It's not as bad now that nobody fucking drives anywhere because they've got nowhere to go. It's actually all right. It's not a car park anymore, so that helps.
Yeah. Oh no! See, Michael. Oh no! The dual screen accessory die with his LG. You can get a V60 for $400 brand new on eBay. Now, does it have the dual screen, or is it just the phone itself? Because if it's the dual screen and the phone, that would be a good deal. If it's just the phone, that's such a good deal. That's cool.
Yeah, that's better. Thank you. Kebab shops when dunk.
Dunk?
Okay. Joe, are you currently dunk?
I think you might be a little bit dunk.
I think Nando's. Joe's a little bit dunk.
I got Nando's. So I got
Nando's.
So I got spoons, right?
And Spoons might kill you. Nando's is lovely.
Nando's is all right. It ain't bad. We got Dallas fried round the corner. That does a
potatoes and steaks.
respectable
That's
fried
pretty good,
chicken.
Yeah. I want to do the whole English. I want to do the the barn.
He wants a breakfast
or whatever it is, right?
He wants one of
the
the
farmhouse, full
He
farmhouse.
he wants a full English breakfast. He does.
Yeah.
Got to get him a proper
haggis
full
is
English.
not happening. Negative.
Fried bread. Oh, haggis is delicious. If you get a good haggis.
Well, if I get a good place that's like
Yeah,
really
you
made
get a good one.
properly,
You want black
Freshly
pudding?
baked.
Do you want black pudding? You love black pudding as well.
Gotta have the black pudding.
Gotta have the black pudding.
all of it, the whole thing, man. I want the full.
The whole shebang.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be in country, I'm gonna experience all of it. I want to, I don't want to. Yeah, that's obvious. So
Black pudding is literally pig's blood and fat, but it is so nice.
So good. So good.
It's tasty.
Nicely
Greg.
seared.
It's Greg's, right?
Oh,
We're
Greg's.
talking about full English breakfast, nice chicken, Nando's, and Joe's like, go to Greg's. Where you get a lukewarm, sort of flavourless pasty that's not even crunchy on the outside anymore. It's quite
Lukewarm
soggy.
if you're lucky, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's on a good day.
Most of the time it's cold, unless you go in the morning and you get quite lucky.
I mean, I do like a steak bake. I will not say no to a steak bake. But yeah.
I make my own better bacon and cheese turnovers at home.
Yeah.
But, and a sausage and bean melt. I mean, that's quite nice. But apart from that, you can get all that stuff in Iceland anyway now. I don't know if you've seen it. You go to Iceland, you get the Greg stuff. You cook it at home yourself, and it's warm, hot, crispy, lovely.
Hush puppy.
And cheaper.
God damn.
I am starving, right? Yeah. I came into this hungry. Now I'm just like a starving child.
Yeah, the problem. Yeah, so we're gonna. I got a bunch of places to go, so you guys got to make sure you direct me in the proper places. And the divier, the better. Like,
we got divey places.
If it's sketchy,
we got divey.
No worries there.
If it's sketchy as shit, you're probably in a British pub or somewhere.
That's fine, because that's where the real. Now, I'll tell you, that's where the real food is.
If you travel anywhere in the world and you go into this place that says authentic British pub, if it ain't sketchy, it ain't authentic. So
if it isn't wall to wall,
if it's clean, if it's clean and it's posh and the fucking knobs are shiny for the pouring of the drinks, that's not an authentic British pub.
Exactly. That's touristy bullshit. Yeah, wall to wall piss, and then as soon as you walk in, it's just full of old men, all with dogs, and they all just stop and they fucking stare at you.
Yes, and there's got to be there's got to be a weird smell. There's got to be some blood stain somewhere.
Don't know if that's piss or body odor
anywhere,
or both, but it's awesome, and I'm in.
The pool table has got to be like faded and old. It's never been resurfaced.
Right. Well, a lot just be covered in
missing on the have parts missing on the felt. There's just missing pieces of felt, just wood. Yeah,
not all the balls come out when you press the button.
Right.
You know,
occasionally a few teeth.
Right.
That's about it.
Because it's balls with the teeth in them still stuck in the side of the ball.
Embedded in. Yeah.
Embedded in it. Right. There you go.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, and so we're gonna So when Andrew comes down, because we live in the same state, so we'll do some barbecue. We can chill at the farm. We go some shooting.
But the thing is, you and Andrew live in the same state, right? In the United States, you live in the same state.
Yeah.
You two in the same state are probably about the same distance away as me and Chris, and we're on opposite ends of this country.
Right. Well, the funny thing, when I drove on my trip to Mississippi for the golf thing, I drove from my house. It took me 3.5 hours of driving 70 miles an hour just to get out of Missouri.
See, if I drove
just to get out of my state, it was like 4 hours almost to get.
This is exactly what I mean. If I drove from here to Chris, it would probably take about that amount of time, and that's with stops. That's with stops on the way and food and.
Right, driving from my house, it takes 3 hours to get. If I drove right down 55.
I am not buying a service station Greg's or any food from a stop. Unless it's in a bag and it was sent by a manufacturer like Walker's and it was crisps, and even then you're paying £4 for a bag of crisps.
Yeah, enjoy that. Bag of crisps and a Coke, £5, sir.
Yeah,
and that's the cheap ones.
He said it has to be a pub like American Werewolf in London. When you walk in, all the patrons have to turn their heads and stare. Yeah,
it's the best pub ever.
Right. Okay, I got you. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Yeah,
and the best bit is you look so American. So it's like you'll walk in and they'll go, "Who brought the American? Who bought the American?"
Yeah, as I'd be like this, Now it's our turn to take you fuckers over. I'm the first.
Never
one.
going to happen.
There's
Never
330 million of us coming here, and we all just want a place to go ahead and get ourselves a good English. And we're going
That's all
to
right.
change all these words.
330 million of you come here. 64 million of us will go over there.
That's fine. You got plenty of room.
You'll never have to see a cunt ever again. You could live happily in your own state.
When they get on the highway, like, man, I could drive and not see a car. This is no traffic. This is fucking great. It's like, I'm in. Let's do it. Yeah. So it'll be good. So yeah, I'm hoping that you guys put me in the proper places that are not sufficiently touristy. I want to get as in country as possible.
Oh, we will get real.
I'm pretty sure where in Derby, there's nowhere touristy. Like no one comes to Derby for the ambiance. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
The wildlife.
For 20 minutes. No, yeah, the wildlife. We have got a wildlife reserve right at Pride Park. It has no wildlife.
I was just talking about the general population.
Holy cow! Holy cow! This place sounds awesome. And then what is? I think Joe said he was going to take me to
Luton Town.
Luton Town.
They've got a good 80s cheesy club in Luton.
They did.
They did. Is it gone?
COVID killed it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's another one of the fallen heroes. But well, I say that. Well, I went into Derby City Centre. I don't even fucking know. Like half the places are closed, boarded up. I'm like,
so yeah, Andrew will have his house maybe by August, maybe cool. So that August So next, when everything is all vaccinated, everybody's cool. If you guys are coming, because Matt and I, we can get in the car, we can drive to his house because it ain't that far, and you can see most of like middle America.
I haven't even had one vaccine. Never mind two.
You'll get him. What, Chris? You got yourself a little pokey poke yet? Any chance of a? There you go.
Have I had a little pokey poke?
Yeah, pokey poke. Yeah, did you get a little sticky stick?
That's a bit personal, isn't it?
Right.
No, not on this show. That's quite normal, actually.
Because Matt's offering.
I've got to drive all the way to fucking Derby, though.
No, I'll come down south to get you a pokey poke.
Well, if you insist so.
It's only £23. Ish.
Jesus Christ, mate. Fucking rates have gone up. Fucking
Wasn't this like, I thought this was a lot more affordable. When did this get so crazy?
Yeah. Have you had your first jab yet?
I haven't had a jab. Yeah.
No. See, with 35 million people in this country have been vaccinated. We're not us. Not us. We're not worthy.
Right.
Nah. Well, yeah. I mean, if COVID's not going to kill us off, the alcohol will sooner rather than later.
No smoking in the car. I don't smoke in cars or in houses anyway.
No, you don't want to do that.
Even if they allow smoking in cars or in houses, I don't like smoking.
That's okay. We'll just put him in the back of the pickup truck and he can smoke in the back because that's how we roll here in Missouri.
I can wait. I can wait. I smoke outside. I smoke outside everywhere I go, even before. It's just horrible smoking inside places because you stink and it's horrible. No.
Yeah, Simon got his first one. Cool.
And that's me as a smoker saying that as well.
And then he's got his first appointment here in Massachusetts. He's is McCorkle a masshole? Is that who he is?
A masshole is that the official
term?
That's people who live in Massachusetts. They're called massholes.
what would you have again? But everyone seems so sort of mild mannered and friendly in like Boston and shit at least.
Fuck no, they're okay. They're nice if you're from out of town, but if you live in Boston and you talk to somebody else from Boston, it doesn't go well.
Is that how it works?
They like people from out of town. It's cool. What are you?
I want to go to Boston.
Saugus. Yeah. Oh, Boston's fun. That's
I want to go to Boston.
Boston is a fun place. Yeah.
That's a fun place, man. It's really good. But you can't get a good barbecue there though. That ain't happening. And they have pizzas, but it's all in the pub. Like they're like bar pizzas. That's okay.
Yeah, they seem to have some good.
Is awesome. It's
No. They don't have bar pizzas. You ain't had a bar pizza till you've had a pizza from here. Let me tell you. That's that thing. Special. I'm pretty sure the pizzas you get at pubs here used to be alive. At some point.
they are sad. What the closest city in the UK is to Boston?
Well, it depends on like if you have like food or just like the everything. I'm sure everything in the UK is probably older. So I guess it depends on what you're talking about as far as like what the comparison is. Boston's really cool because it's
Sheffield.
It's kind of a difficult one because Boston, I mean, it's very sort of, certainly when I went anyway, I mean, this was like over 20 years ago. It seems very sort of clean. Yeah, just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of a hard one to describe.
Sheffield.
Maybe Sheffield's.
Okay. Sheffield's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, Boston's a lot of fun. If you want to, if you're traveling as a visitor, I spent some time there. I had a blast. Just walked around, take the T everywhere. It's a blast. And then you can take Paul Revere, the yellow line that goes through the city where supposedly he rode through the city and go back where the Boston Massacre was, and just walk down to Fenway. And it's if you're looking just to see like sights in the city, Boston's awesome. It's really, really cool. It's a good place to just the sightsee.
I want to go on a big bridge.
On a big bridge.
Boston, yeah, you can do that. So
that's how low our fucking dreams have fallen now. It's just like, I just want to be on a big bridge.
Just the bridge, so that way I can.
Nothing else would make me happier than being on a big fucking bridge.
I could jump off it and see if I can survive.
If I survive, then I'll find a bigger bridge.
That's at the bottom going, oh, I didn't die. I'm just very badly injured. Oh my God, I can't even
broken my legs. I'm in so much pain. Oh,
stupid small bridge.
Yeah, but my wife is correct. It is not cheap. Boston is extraordinarily anything in the East Coast. I mean, a lot of coastal areas.
Okay, we're not going to Boston.
Right, it's not cheap to stay there. I mean, hotel. It's not uncommon to find a normal hotel room.
Sleeping in your car. What are you on about?
That's normal. Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah.
Hey, if I'm coming over to America, I'm sleeping in your car.
Right.
I'll sleep in a tree.
That's why you come to Missouri, because it's a lot cheaper to do everything. It's a lot more affordable.
I'll sleep in a tree.
Right, because that's fun. It's a little uncomfortable, a little weird.
It's cheaper.
Okay. That's very cheap.
I'm quite tight. I'm not like gonna spend money on a bed. I'll sleep in a tree or outside.
Home of Def Leppard and Sean Bean.
I love roughing it anyway. I'm a proper guy. I'm a proper guy. I love roughing it. So I'm all right.
Sounds good.
You have plenty of woods. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's wooded. It's nice. It's quiet. I like that. So I guess, Chris, what is on the menu for phone releases, device releases? What do you got cooking as far as content coming to us in the next couple of weeks? Because I just look forward to all your stuff because it's fun, because you give real reviews, and it's just like, if nobody, I'm sure everybody who's listening and watching the stream and will listen to the show is already a subscriber of the channel. If you're not, do it now. Like,
changing the name of Techspurt Weekly really fucked with my head.
Sorry, man.
It really fucked me with my head. I'm like, hey, what's going on? What's happening?
I got to suck that Google cock and just get all of the fucking SEO into that title.
So what you got going on, Chris? What's in the bullpen?
It's actually fairly fucking chill these next couple of weeks. I've got one launch next week, which I can't talk about yet because it's embargoed, but it's not like a massive one. Sorry, I'm not expecting for at least another month or two because that was early summer. So it's actually, unless Motorola decides to launch another 12 fucking phones next week unexpectedly at like 24 hours notice, which is possible, or Xiaomi or Poco, any of these motherfuckers. I should actually be able to just catch up a bit, which would be nice, and start settling down and getting through the backlog, because I do have a fair few bits and pieces stacked up. So it'd be just nice to work through that at a casual pace. Get some sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe get some rest and kind of get charged up, because I know the summer, a couple of weeks from now, in a month or two, we're gonna have the Sony stuff coming out, and then summer, and then of course we'll have all the conferences coming out.
We're heading straight into shit alley for UK releases. Especially when they're literally like Motorola and Xiaomi will just come along just like, whoa.
Oh yeah. Get the snorkels on, lads, because we are going to be under for that fucking surface pretty quick.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Yeah, it's going to be full on. It always is. I remember a time back in the day where it would get to summer and we'd be like, put the feet up,
chill,
have a bit of a chill, and that just does not seem to happen now. That especially because all the Chinese brands are launching over here now as well. So now you've got the Xiaomi's, the Oppos, the Realme's, all that stuff, which we never had 5 years ago.
Right.
The likes of the HTCs and the LGs, they'd launch a couple of times a year and that'd be it. But now it's a non-stop stream. So yeah.
So
keeps us busy.
Well, I'm glad. And for you especially, because I just, it's nice to have a couple of weeks off, just kind of get ready for it. But it sounds like the summer is going to be a lot more in the weeds and kind of getting busy, like more than normal. So we're looking forward to the content. So folks, if you're not going to be if you're not listening to or aren't paying attention or not subscribed to Chris's channel, please do so. He's one of the best creators out there. Good stuff. Always gives you not only good advice and good feedback and good information about
the phone, also good advice.
I tell a good knob gag now and then.
But he also is funny. I mean, it's like one of the few guys you actually talk about there that isn't so full of himself. It's like, he likes to have a good proper time. So folks, if you didn't If you aren't listening and haven't gotten to it, and if you have anybody who's looking for
Great dick
some
jokes.
really great dick jokes,
Well,
somebody's looking for some good,
Slightly better than average dick jokes, I would
Good
say.
YouTube
I don't want to
content.
oversell myself.
Let's see if we can push Chris to the 750,000. No, he gets some kind of like I get a flesh-colored YouTube button. I don't know what happens at 750. You get anything at 750, or is it $1 million?
I've got no idea. I'm hoping like just a sex mannequin or something with
Right.
like yes, 50.
Of
bitch.
course.
Well, of course you're gonna get on Google's tip. You might want to see if they'll maybe give you a reach around or something.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, flashlight in the post. That'll work.
There you go.
Can you imagine?
It's not a button. No.
Can you just like look, this is what's happening now? Can you imagine the 1 mil party that we'll have?
Oh my God!
Could you imagine Chris when he gets 1 mil? That'd be it.
We can upgrade from fucking Weatherspoons to All Bar One, mate.
Right.
We can make a proper night of it.
Oh,
There
I
you
don't
go.
know about that. That's like a. That's I think that's a 5 million. That's 5 million. That's
is
we
full
can't
on platinum.
upgrade that high on 1 million. I mean, come on.
Or maybe a Flynn's. I don't know. What's a comfortable middle ground? Maybe a Sam Smith's. There you go.
Weatherspoons, but the second floor.
The VIP lounge.
Yeah, depending on where you are, because one of our Weatherspoons has 2 floors, so you know
That's true.
one's nicer than the other. So
Jesus. You go up to the second floor, get a hand shandy from the owner.
There you go.
that's where we're spending 1 mil.
There you go. So for that's going to be our show. We're at about 1:35.
At about a million.
35. 35. Yeah, about 1:35 in. So Chris, as always, we love having you on, man. It's been
Thank
a
you
long
for having
time.
me, guys.
Always, and you're always welcome to come on. You're pretty much part of the show now. So
As Joe very kindly put into the artwork that he made earlier, you are our third leg.
Third leg, yeah. That's all I've ever
Absolutely.
aspired to.
Thanks, Hickey85. Thank you, Joe.
So
Appreciate
for
that
all the people in
Good work,
chat,
sir. Good
Ditia
work.
and my wife and my daughter, and let's see who else, Simon and Andrew, and I thought I saw a couple other people who don't always get in
Your
here. I saw Jim, and
daughter.
my daughter was in here a little earlier, but she actually got tired of listening to her dad talk, so that's pretty normal.
That's because she has to listen to you all the time. I'm surprised Becky's even still here.
Right. She loves it. She just likes because she can give her. She keeps me grounded. That's why she's here.
Yeah,
So
me.
for everyone in the chat, thanks for coming in. We will be back next Sunday, 3:00 Central Standard, 9:00 BST, across the podcast. Best podcast
Bullshit
you never heard
time.
of. Right, be there. Chris, take care of yourself. Enjoy another couple of pints.
I will do,
Matt?
sir.
Try to fix that orange, yellow, piss yellow wall. We need to figure out something because how about we spend the whole
will.
show not looking at your face? That's even better.
If the Pixel wasn't so fucking temperamental with its camera coloring, we'd be all right, wouldn't we? Because the wall is actually white.
Right.
Just
Or just-
record in front of the wallpaper again, man.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously.
What are you doing? Hand puppets? What are you doing?
No, I was just seeing if the wall went orange with my hand, and it didn't.
No, it's looking at it's
It's
doing it
just-
algorithm on
there
your
we go.
ugly head.
Yeah, there you go.
See?
There it goes.
Do you see what I mean? It's really weird, isn't it?
Yeah, this is strange.
I don't know why this phone does that. It's so unusual.
It's
Have you
pixel
got
magic.
fucking jaundice or what?
I know, right?
You need to drink more. It's really
No,
You do need to drink more, yeah. That's the
I don't
solution
know
to
what the
everything.
Pixel does. The best cameras, front-facing cameras I've used for this show are Xiaomi's
Mm.
and the Oppo.
The Huawei one was pretty good too, didn't it?
Nah,
It was okay.
it did this weird color thing, same as
Oh.
the Sony.
Well,
Sony is just shit.
yeah.
Never use the front-facing camera on a Sony.
And apparently for the Mark III,
Nah.
apparently they're not looking to
They give-
improve that
they
either.
give
I don't think that's
zero
on the radar.
fucks on the selfies,
Oh,
yeah.
I swear
Right.
to God, I used the Mark II on this stream once. I looked like orange-faced Phyllis had been on the worst CCTV picture of her life.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I could have
wasn't
been
very
anybody.
It wasn't very good. I was like, wow, that's the Mark II. Yeah, I was like, okay. It's not
This is
very
why I
good.
want to try. This is why I want to try. I want to get my hands on the Mi 11 Ultra because I want to flip it round and use the little screen to line myself up, but use the main cameras. I use my laptop for the chat and everything anyway, but I'll use the little screen on the back to line myself up and make sure everything's fine, and just use the rear cameras.
Man, you
I mean,
need
there might-
20/20 vision to use that tiny ass
There
fucking
might be
screen,
a
though.
ghost of me behind me.
There
But
might
that's,
be, yeah.
that's temporary.
Just random dicks will sprout out of your head or something random.
What kind of algorithm is that? A penis in the shot? Yeah. For $1,200, that's the least we could do for you. So,
Yeah, exactly. Just throw in a few extra
Thank you
costs,
so
why not?
much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. For myself, for Matt, for Chris, we will be back next Sunday. Tune in, follow, share, subscribe. Go check out our sponsor, Stream Skins. Get yourself some good quality stuff for your phone or anything else. And we will be back with you guys next week. We love you guys. Take
Check
care
out
of
these
yourself.
guys too.
Yeah, Beyond. Check that out. We'll put a link in the show notes for Beyond. And also stay hydrated. Take care. Get a shot. Wear a mask. Quit being a dick or be a dick, depending on if you're a nice guy like a DT. He's a pretty nice guy. Maybe he needs to be a little bit more edgy and not even not so much lube.
DT is so nice. I'm surprised. Like he's the nicest one out of all of us. He is the one that keeps us all from falling off the cliff.
Well, I'm just surprised why he shows up because he's just like we're like so not nice and he's so like wholesome, except for the lube. That's not so wholesome, but it's okay. We love him anyway. We love DT is our favorite fans. We love him.
Gotta stay moist.
All right, folks, we're out of here. See you next week. Take care of yourselves. Bye, everybody.